This is a very quick video on how to save tomato seeds. So here I have a bunch of my cherry tomatoes from the downstairs basement garden. These here I have purposely just been letting sit here and didn't eat them. That is not something that you need to do. You do not need to let them get wrinkly. But I have so many and I've been eating so many and I decided I wanted to save some seeds. So these have just been kind of laying here. I got started with one. This is one of my orange hats. It's a small one, but this is an extremely simple process. All you need is your tomato, a knife. Later, you will need a plate. I'll explain in a moment. And then some little cups of water or a little Tupperware of water or something like that. So what you're going to do is cut your tomato in half, which I've already done. And you actually want to scrape the seeds out into the little container of water. Okay, or you could squeeze them. Let's try that. Now, tomato seeds and tomatoes inside have a very gelatinous material on the seeds. If you're going to plant them right away, there is absolutely no need for the soaking. But if you want to save them, you want to get that coating off. So you want to put them in this water. I'm going to take these off of the plate and also put them in this water. And you want to let them soak for, I'd say about 2 days, no longer than that, because longer than that and they will start to germinate. I've done it before by accident. All right, my tomato seeds have been soaking about a day and a half. They're looking good and nasty. So now what we're gonna do is take it over to the sink. Excuse the dishes. And we're just gonna carefully pour this into my little strainer. So we'll be able to get those out. So I'm going to do this with the other one. And now we're just going to put them back on our plate in the spot that I marked for this variety to keep up with it. Just kind of spread it out a little. That big gelatinous piece of tomato will be gone. So then you just let them lay there and dry. Let them stay until they are all the way dry, which will take about 3 days. All right, it's been a few days since I spread out these tomato seeds from 3 different types of tomatoes for storage. They're nice and dry now. Now, I think I forgot to say, if you are going to use your tomato seeds right away, there is absolutely no reason to soak them in water and no reason to dry them. You can take a tomato seed. Here's an overripe one that I'm going to take some more seeds for. If you are growing in soil, you can take this tomato out in your garden and just squish it down into the soil and the seeds will germinate. As a matter of fact, the heirloom cherry tomatoes that I am growing downstairs, that is exactly where they came from. There was a fallen tomato in my planter outside. I squished it down into the dirt. And once the seeds, actually I didn't squish it, it fell and germinated in the dirt, and I brought the seedlings inside. I'll put pictures of that here. Seeds right away. Once you have them out of your tomato, you can just take a seed or two. You can put it right into your AeroGarden pod, right into your little pot or wherever you're doing your seedlings, and it will sprout and grow. And tomato seeds sprout within about 3 days, so you'll know right away if you have viable seeds. The key to getting viable seeds is to wait until your tomato is nice and ripe. You don't want to try to get seeds from a green tomato. You don't want to try to get seeds from an orange tomato. You want to make sure the tomato is all the way red or whatever color it's supposed to be, or even better, overripe like this one here. But if you are going to store for long-term use, you want to make sure they are nice and dry. So 3 or 4 days should do the trick. A few days extra is fine. And now I'm going to take them and put them in my bag. After soaking and rinsing, you will notice that that gelatinous material is all gone and all that's left is the seed. These have laid out and dried for a few days. I scraped them off of my other paper towel because they'll kind of stick since they were wet, but that's not harmful at all. Even if a little paper towel sticks to it, that's okay. Paper towels are pretty much biodegradable, so you can still use them. And then they're ready to go.
Sits in.
It's grossly swollen. It's almost like a balloon stuffed with blood.
Cardiac tamponade.